Hit them from the tree line, boys. Welcome back to the Battle of the Red Hills, friends. We've had quite a fascinating campaign here so far, and of course it's all centered around this one fight, and I'm just having so much fun. What I'm going to try to do now is, of course, move our guys over here to this forest area east of the Red Hills. We've got several units on the way, of course, including artillery. Now, I want to be very clear, and I've said this in previous videos, but make sure to watch the preceding or previous battles if you want to get, a real in-depth view of this entire campaign, because we're really trying to go the extra mile here if we can. Now let's go ahead, let's press the play button. Just want to make sure that we've got a few of our guys already moving in. We do have some artillery firing from distance, but I'm almost tempted to bring them in a little bit closer over here to be able to help out with the actual forest situation. There are just so many enemies trying to break through the woods, and we're sending anybody we can to kind of put a stop to this. Let's go ahead and send these guys up. We'll switch that formation once they get up there. But these guys can already begin firing. In fact, I'm not sure why they're not firing. There we go. About to say, what the hell are you boys doing? Alright, here we go. Move this guy up to fire on Pettigrew as well. And really, I just want to do as much damage to the enemies that have crossed as possible. I might even go the extra mile and try to engage Anderson's brigade. But my biggest concern is this group of artillery. I think that could eventually be quite a problem. So I want to keep eyes on that. Just kind of make sure we don't completely ignore that particular situation. And potentially, we were going to bring Blinker across. And I think we want to keep on doing that. We want to try to, kind of put some, get a little aggressive here with the enemies, well, their right flank over here, if we're looking at from their perspective, of course. So we are going to bring those guys across. And even from the Red Hills area, I'm thinking we could start moving some units down to try and engage the enemy. Now, we've got to be careful because, unfortunately, some of the units at the Red Hills are nearly out of ammunition, as you can see. And actually, we've got a courier here. There's a lot of dead bodies he's got to deal with here as he's going along, but he might actually be changing the orders of this unit on his own. In fact, this might be part of Blinker's brigade. We'll soon see. Or is that courier continuing along? Yeah, he is. We don't have to worry about him. All right, let's keep on chasing these rebels. Here we go, folks. Maybe we can shut down this war very quickly. We can put an early end to the Civil War, especially if we do tremendous damage to the enemy here. And look at that, a good old-fashioned cavalry unit. Let's actually bring the cavalry unit over here to the woods as quickly as possible. I want that support. And Colonel John Farnsworth, pretty damn good cavalry commander. And we can't forget, we also detached a few skirmisher units. I believe that's the smaller units here, so let's make sure to send them into the fray as well. William Burns. But of course, that artillery is taking a chunk out of our men without a doubt. We could potentially move the infantry up to deal with it. I haven't tried that before. They're going to get shot up pretty badly, but let's face it, Marcena Patrick's already lost a hand. He's used to this. Not going to be a huge loss for the poor guy. It's not the first time, so let's go ahead and send him in. And we'll also start pushing these infantry a little bit closer, just in case the rebels attempt an attack across this bridge here. There we go, boys. All right. Nice big group of infantry here, reinforcements. We could actually break out some skirmishers from this brigade. Might not be such a bad idea. Yep, let's do it. We're in the woods, might as well. I think this will only make us stronger. And of course, we'll keep the enemy under some pretty consistent and constant fire. And look at that. One of their units is already falling back. That's going to have to be Pettigrew's brigade for sure. They haven't completely retreated, though. We are focusing the attack there. They're falling back, but they have not completely retreated, although they are in panic, so that's a pretty good outcome for us. Let's actually take a look kind of from this angle. I want to get this guy even closer. And wait a minute, we got a message here from the enemy. My great... Okay, yeah, that's good to know, Burns. I thought Burns got killed. That would not have been good. William Burns is quite good. Quite a good general here. But look at that. So we're getting some great shots from the tree line. I just love that. Just beautiful shots coming in there. And I'd like to get 2nd Brigade really close. So let's just push them up. We'll order a charge. They're not actually charging again. They're just doing a quick move. But another thing that's happening is it's getting quite dark here, guys. This battle might be over very soon. At least day 1 of the battle. Or maybe it ends as a major victory today. I'm not sure. But we are hitting them extremely hard. And look at that. Looks like the whole damn army is falling back. Look at that whole rebel army falling back. Is it just my imagination? I don't think so. Make sure that Davis is getting some shots there, too. We're waiting for that courier to get here. And that is the problem. The farther we're away from our general, in this case, John Sedgwick, it's going to take a little longer for the courier to actually arrive. But we can almost charge these guys. If these weren't just skirmisher detachments, maybe we could take Brooks' brigade and just charge them. Although I think we're doing so damn well with the shooting, let's just keep this up. Alright, take a look over here. That's right, want to see how they're doing crossing the Poplar Ford. And it looks like not a single man lost here. The entire Confederate army has moved to that side for sure, over by the Cushing Farm area. That might be their last sort of point of defense. So I'm actually going to try to cut them off at the Cushing Farm. In fact, I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh, there we go. All right, end of the day, folks. Let's take a look here. So it looks like we got morale is broken with unbearable casualties on one of our units, and Newton as well. Okay, guys. Report the enemy seems to be retreating from the field. All right, try to push on within the given time. Interesting. Okay, interesting. I don't think there's much we can do, but it's really cool that it actually shows the supplies, what we need in terms of supplies, which clearly we need a lot, and who has them. But let's just go ahead, proceed forward, and I believe that is it. The enemy is going to retreat, and we will take the field. Let's see if I'm right on that. Okay, guys, our army is victorious. Look at that. So we've got Union casualties and Confederate casualties. Although I'm not sure if somebody could help us decipher this. Oh, never mind. This was kind of confusing me. We lost 10,253 of 97,000. They lost 10,500 of 33,000. They had a much smaller army, of course. Makes sense. And let's continue here. Let's inspect that battlefield. We already saw most of it, but I want to just take a look over at the Red Hill area. So that everybody kind of gets an idea of where this battle was really fought. The real centerpiece of the battle. And there we go. Just the beautiful Red Hill. Well, not so beautiful now, and we know why it's called Red Hill. Well, number one, it's actually called Red Hill. But number two, there's so much blood on this hill, my goodness. A few Blue Jackets too, but mostly it's the Confederates. As they tried to creep up here, we were able to send them right back down. Absolutely beautiful, boys. All right. And as you can see here, guys, the enemy's national morale drops by 1.29%. Our military experience rises by 1.6. So there we go, guys. Glorious victory at the Battle of the Red Hills. Army of Virginia fleeing in panic. General Newton loses face. Support for the rebel cause wavers. Absolutely wonderful. And I love how you have like little news clipping here of exactly what happened. Just absolutely fascinating. Get rid of the news clipping now. So let's take a look, guys. We got the Army of Virginia right there. I just want to kind of back up a bit here. What's the strength like over here under Jackson's Corps? 8,000. And they probably have a few more ready to go. So we're going to take Nathaniel Banks. And I think we're going to send Nathaniel Banks over, due to low readiness. So we're going to have to focus on his readiness right now. Just start boosting that. With the rest of our forces, we can likely continue forward. Because Irvin McDowell's readiness is quite good right now. But if you look at the situation here, high officer casualties, the weather is not great. And there's low food, and the men are unhappy. So we really do need to get back to, a resupply zone, something like that. In fact, let's take a look here. can properly man... I wonder if we have to purchase new officers. We likely do. But what I'm really concerned about right now is how do we get supplies to our men? The stance... So I think maybe if they remain in a defensive stance, is it possible that they will still get supplies? We want to get a better understanding of the supply situation. So I might jump out here, take a look at the tutorial quickly. But another thing I might do is just make sure that our men... Why is this not going away? Damn it. Make sure that our men are at least getting supplies. So let's see. In fact, I'll press the play button. Not pressing the play button until we get rid of this damn screen. I'm not a fan of the UI of this game, I'll be absolutely honest. Alright, let's just go ahead, start, and kind of see what happens. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that they'll be getting supplies from the Fort Whipple garrison, and that's going to be sort of sending in supplies over time. It also looks like, of course, they are entrenched currently. It's nighttime, so let's let them rest a day, and perhaps after resting a day, they'll be a little more prepared to actually engage in combat. I think that's certainly going to be the case. We can't forget that we also have other armies here, Erasmus Keyes, but not sure if we want to send him out by himself. It's only 22,000 men. Probably not enough to take on the rebels. So I think what we could do is change his stance to offensive, and that's how we'll be able to actually move him out of here. For now, though, we're going to keep him here, keep Nathaniel Banks here, and just kind of wait for morning to arrive. At that point, we can decide exactly what we're going to do. We could take a look at some political decisions, etc., but this early on in the campaign, probably not going to be changing much, frankly. Keep things as they are, especially since that first battle went quite well for us. And see, yeah, look at that. The food situation has improved. Beautiful. So we are absolutely getting resupplied there from Alexandria, Virginia. That's right. Calls it a great achievement. They're still talking about our glorious victory, guys. Our glorious, glorious victory against the Confederacy. It's absolutely beautiful to hear that news. Alright, 8 a.m. I think it's probably about time for our men to start moving. And do we just strike out again against the Army of Virginia? I don't know. But this is cool also. I just noticed that. We actually get a battle location for the Battle of the Red Hills, as we're calling it. And I'm thinking of heading south. Richmond is right there, man. If we can just go ahead and keep on hammering away at the rebels, that might be the correct course of action. Take First Corps and keep on moving? I don't know. Okay, we got that low readiness, so again, I'm thinking this is what we're going to have to do, is go to the offensive status, and I don't want to do that just yet. I'm also not sure how long that's going to take to actually do. There we go, readiness is increasing. Deficient. Readiness represents the unit's ability to carry out orders. Unit can operate defensively. It is not able to start operations in enemy states and cannot use force marched. Okay, so rest and resupplying will... improve it. And as you can see, it looks like full readiness for this unit is going to be 85 days. That's quite a while. Let's see what full readiness is going to be for McDowell after that fight. 108 days. So for sure, this is an actual campaign. We might need to kind of fast forward there a bit just to move things along, or perhaps an event will occur that allows that readiness to speed up just a little bit. Now, my friends, we do have General George McClellan here, everybody's favorite Civil War general. A little brevity at your expense. Let's move forward, guys. I'm actually going to try to move by rail, just because I want McClellan to arrive here as quickly as he can. He is one of the few armies that is completely ready to go, essentially. Oh, wait a minute. We might be able to attack with Samuel Heinzman as well, although I'm not sure he's going to be able to stop Jackson's Corps. And there we go. Jackson's Corps is arriving, guys, to Frederick, Maryland. Not sure there's much we can do about this. Nathaniel Banks, is he ready? I don't think he is. Okay, we can move out with him. We might be able to intercept Jackson. I'm going to send out both armies here, guys. This is extremely dangerous, as you can imagine. So we're sending out both armies, and of course McClellan is going to come up here to defend Fredericksburg, Maryland. but it's going to take quite a lot longer for this army to even start to move. So let's hope that our great general gets here quickly, and another episode in our campaign begins. Because now, of course, we're trying to stop the Southerners from moving up here with Jackson's Corps and taking our territory, as of course we're trying to continue pushing down through the south. In fact, if I can move with First Corps, which I believe I can. Nope, that's that low readiness again. It's interesting, it went away for Nathaniel Banks. I'm guessing since it's enemy territory, the rules are different. Interesting. Alright, folks, well, wish us luck, and you know what you have to do if you want to see that next episode sooner, and that is like, comment, and subscribe. All that really, really helps us, helps the channel. And please share the video with friends. Sharing is caring. Really, really does help, guys. I'm on my knees here, boys. I really am. I'm on my knees. I'll bring you some mint julep tea if you need it, for God's sake. Just hit the damn like button, for goodness sakes. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next episode. We got a big problem coming up here the river. Damn Jackson's Corps. How many men does this bastard have? Oh, that's not good. It's only 10,000, but I'm guessing we might not be seeing the supporting units coming up this way. Either way, that's a cause for concern. See you in the next episode, boys, for the Union.